We're here to do laser scanning and documentation of a slave house that is here. And this is part of a independent project that I am doing that's called Saving Slave Houses, which is a database of all the known slave houses in the United States. And it's to act as a central repository of information and documentation of slave houses in the United States. And I have partnered with Trimble, which is the company that makes the survey equipment that I use, to do kind of the highest level documentation that is available to us today, which is 3D laser scanning. Important to do this because, well, one, documentation is a type of preservation. You know, slave houses are buildings that are disappearing from the landscape, and so by documenting them, that's one way of preserving them. These buildings and the people that lived and worked in these buildings are a very important part of our history. So I think it's important to tell their story truthfully, and one way of doing that is through the architecture. And the architecture is part of the material culture that still survives today, that you can visit and you can experience, and it's a kind of a vehicle to tell their story. And so that's how I'm using the architecture. The work I'm doing is also important because, like, when I kind of started doing this research, I found that there is information both about these structures and these people, but it's kind of everywhere, and there's little bits of it everywhere. And so I've taken a lot of time, years, to compile it, and I want others to be able to benefit from it and have access to it so they can then move forward and produce meaningful research studies from it.